Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? My name is Cameron Kens, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about my thoughts on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I just watched this movie last night, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. So, I have quite a bit I want to talk to you guys about and share my feelings about on this movie, because I really enjoy this movie, and I just want to talk about it. I will say, this is the spoiler-free section. I do want to talk about spoilers, but don't worry, do not click off immediately. I will let you guys know when I'm going into the spoiler section, so you guys don't have to worry. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. So, I really did enjoy this movie. I think it is personally the best Ant-Man movie out of all three of them. My thoughts on it is I really liked the world building. I felt like one of the biggest points of the movie is like the world building and just creating this world. I think it was done in a really unique and creative way. It made the quantum realm feel lived in. Like compared to the last two movies, I think this one felt more alive and like there were people in it. And yes, one of the things I have been hearing a lot is this movie feels sort of like Star Wars, which, in my opinion, like, I don't mind that. I did get those vibes quite a bit from time to time, but I didn't mind it. Like, I know it's not Star Wars, it is a Marvel movie, completely different IPs, but, I really enjoyed the world building. That was a huge focus of the movie, it felt like, for me. The next thing I really want to talk about is, like, the characters. So, I really liked Paul Rudd. His performance was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Wasp, I think she was pretty good. I'm going to talk more about her in the spoiler section, but I really liked her. I think she was great. Cassie Lang was also really cool. I really liked her character, and it just worked. And I really liked her and Scott's dynamic. I thought it was really good and fun. It felt real, in my opinion. So, Kang and Janet Van Dyne, I think, stole the performance. I think they did the best. Like, they definitely carried that movie. I think Kang the Conqueror was a very scary character. Like, I thought he was really good, and I just wanted to see more of him by the end of the movie, and I'm excited for what they're going to do next with the character, because I really like Kang the Conqueror, and I think it was just really cool. He was just a very powerful threat, and it was just wow, in my opinion. Like, he is a powerful character. I don't know how Ant-Man could take this guy. He was just crazy to me, in my opinion. So, like, he was just crazy. But I loved him. I really liked his character. Jonathan Majors just did amazing. And I really want to watch more of Jonathan Majors' stuff. Like, Creed 3 is coming up. I'm going to be watching that in a few weeks. But yeah, I think he did a great job. So, overall, a lot of the characters, I think, were really well done, and I thought it was really fun, and the only real complaints I had is I felt like some of the characters did not have enough time to really grow, or, like, get enough time. Like, I felt like Hank Pym kind of didn't have much time to grow. Like, I felt like he was barely in the movie. Same with Wasp, which was surprising to say, but I want to talk more about that in the spoiler section. But, alright, so, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I will give this movie from 1 to 10, a 7. It's the best Ant-Man movie. I don't think it's the best Marvel movie in the world. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and if you like Ant-Man and you want to know what's going on in the future of the MCU, I definitely recommend this movie. See it in theaters. I think it would be really worth it, and you'll have a lot of fun, and there are 2 post-credit scenes that are very important, so stay for both of those. I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So, at this point, I'm going to be moving ahead to the spoiler section of this review. So I'm going to give you guys just a minute to get out of here. I hope you guys who haven't watched the movie, I hope you guys go see it, and I hope you guys like my thoughts on the movie, and definitely go see it. All right. Okay, at this point, I think people have left, so Okay, spoiler time. So for the spoilers, I mainly want to talk about like my complaints. Kind of, I thought it was really good. I was kind of upset. Like I wasn't like just destroyed about it, but like I was surprised they killed off King the Conqueror. Like going into this movie, like I know Kang's like the next big bad of the MCU. Like the next Avengers movie is called the Kang Dynasty, which in that first post credit scene in that they have, it shows a bunch of variants of Kang. Like there are a bunch, which is the Kang Dynasty. So I can see the Avengers going up against all of them. But at my first impression when I thought of the Kang Dynasty is Kang the Conqueror, the one that we got in this movie. He was gonna be like the leader of that Kang Dynasty. So when they, at first I was confused. I was like, is he dead? What happened? Like when I went into this movie, I did not think he would die, and I was confused because like every Marvel movie, like usually like this is a classic trope. Like if you don't see the character's body, then they are still alive. But I don't know with this one. It was really weird, and like the other Kangs confirmed it. It's just like I found that really odd, and I still think like they'll do a good job moving forward. Like I'm still really interested to see what's going to happen. And I really liked Jonathan Majors, and we're definitely going to be seeing more of him, and I'm really excited for that. Another thing I really want to talk about, like, was the characters, like, not getting enough time to grow. Like, I personally felt like a lot of the characters really didn't have much time to develop or grow. For, like Wasp, for example. Like, to me, she was barely in this movie, and, like, the scene she was in, it was mainly centered around Janet, well, which did make sense because she was the one who spent like 30 years in the quantum realm. So every time she was in, like Wasp was in a scene, it was mainly taken over by Janet's character, or Janet, Michelle Pfeiffer's character. But I still think she did a really good job. Like everyone in that area did a good job, and like it's called Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, but like those two were like separated for like most of the movie. But I felt like a lot of characters really didn't have much time to grow. Like, I think if they gave the movie a little bit more time, they could have done that. But I will say, like, to sort of contradict myself in a way, I guess, I did think, like, I really like Scott and Hope's relationship. Like, from the previous movies, like, she was always, like, upset with him or mad at him and just, like, didn't like him. But, like, in this, I think they're a really cute couple and they, like, really work. And like I think they're a great dynamic now. And for me, like in this movie, when it was like the Ant-Man and the Wasp, it was like in like the final fight, like towards the end, like where they're trying to escape when they're all fighting Kang, and when they're like actually escaping, I was expecting him to like sort of like stay behind and like face Kang one-on-one, but I did not know Wasp would come in, which I think in my opinion was personally like the best thing they could have done to give Wasp that time to shine. I think that was like her highlight of the movie. Like I thought it really worked. That, and when they were in that one area of like probability, I think, where there was like a bunch of them, I found that scene really fun. That was a really fun scene. Like seeing all those Ant-Mans in the Baskin Robbins one, I thought it was really great. All right, I'm gonna sort of move on to the post-credit scenes. Seeing all those Kangs is just crazy to me. I'm excited. I want to see more Kang, and like I know we're gonna be seeing him again in Loki. In from the last post-credit scene, like it shows Tom Hiddleston's Loki, obviously, and Mobius. So I think like this is gonna sort of carry on in Loki season 2, which I'm really excited for. That's coming out in the summer. So I think the post-credit scenes basically set up Kang in a different way, and it's really exciting to see, which I'm really excited moving forward. I really like Kang, and we won't be seeing him again till Loki, which there's going to be a lot of movies I can talk about in the meantime, like between that gap. But essentially, like the moral of the story is I think it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it overall. I had a blast watching it. Yes, I think my complaints were complaints can be valid, but again, like, I think it was just a really enjoyable movie. I usually like love watching Marvel movies, and I usually try like look past the flaws and enjoy it for what they are, which I definitely do with this movie. Again, I'm happy it's in the MCU. Like, I'm a part of it. I'm happy it's part of the MCU family. I think it was a really good movie, and I'm excited moving forward. So that's sort of it for my review, guys. So again, from a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a 7. So that's my review of the movie. I hope you guys enjoy the video and my thoughts, and I definitely encourage you guys to check it out. Well, you guys have already seen it, obviously, for watching the spoiler section, but it was definitely an enjoyable movie for me, in my opinion. So thank you guys for watching and hearing my thoughts. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you think I've earned your subscription, please subscribe. That's about it. All right, see you guys later. Have a good one.